Everyone, my name is Janus Töpfer, and today I would like to give you a little insight about my internship and what I'm doing at the Phenox GmbH in Germany. So, a little background about myself. I have a Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering from the Delft University of Technology, and after that I came over to the States and did my Masters of Science in the same field at the University of Illinois. So I finished that last spring, and then I decided that I want to join the MSTM program. And I'm originally from Germany, so that's why I'm doing my internship here. To start out, I would like to give you a small background about the company that I'm working for. The Phenox GmbH is a pretty small company that has about 90 employees in the field of medical devices. And it's also a very new company because it was founded in 2007. So they're very innovative in what they do, and what they actually do is they are focused on the endovascular treatment of cerebral aneurysms. I don't want to go into too many medical details here, but an aneurysm is basically dilation of your blood vessels somewhere in your brain. So the issue is with these dilations in general aren't a big issue, but if they rupture, it starts bleeding into your brain, and that can obviously lead to stroke, disability, or in a lot of cases also to death. So in order to treat those, they have invented two small devices that are inserted into your arteries through a small cut, and then they go up the veins into your brain, and they can treat that basically without any major surgery. And here you can see the two main products that I've been working on. It's the Piconus and the P64. This is basically a plug for the aneurysm so that it's closed up and can't grow any bigger. And the P64 is a so-called flow diverter, which also results in the aneurysm being occluded and therefore less risk of rupture. So the main objective of my internship is to do a market study in their very specific field. And with that, there are two main methodologies that I apply. The first is data analysis. So I look at data from their own clinics and their treatments that they've already performed. I look at competitors' data. I also look at large studies and surveys that have been done in this field, and at healthcare data, because usually all that data is recorded on what procedures have been paid for by health insurances. And then on the other hand, I do a lot of research and information, which means I look at publications by industry organizations about their market and the behavior, and then I look at scientific articles and at information from foundations, for example, like the Brain Aneurysm Foundation. Let me just give you some brief highlights of my analysis so far, what I found. So first of all, coming into this, I thought this is a very, very specific topic and therefore a small market, but it is actually not the case. The market is actually pretty big, and depending on how inclusive you define the market, it's anywhere between 200 million and $1 billion market. There are many innovations, but it is difficult to implement them because, and that leads to the next point, market entry is very difficult due to all the restrictions and regulations by government, but on the other hand, it's also a very lucrative market, which means the margins are high and there's a lot of money to make. In Europe, there's a special thing that the medical market is highly linked to the health insurance market because it really depends on if the public health insurance pays for your treatment, in order to have it widely accepted and therefore have it done a lot of times. And one of the most interesting things I found so far is that open surgery is most of the times cheaper than the endovascular treatment, which means that having your skull being opened by a surgeon is cheaper than just making a small little cut and doing the whole procedure through a little catheter. So as a preliminary conclusion of what I've done so far, I would just like to mention that I really, really like the dynamics of the small and young company, and it's a very, very open environment and I really enjoy this. And then medical device market is highly lucrative, but also very, very strictly regulated by government and different agencies. And these regulations are different in every country. So this makes it this makes it very difficult for the company, to expand their market and to enter into new countries. And then also the market is very slow to react to new innovations because there's a very tedious procedure of clinical studies that have to be done in order to have your new medical device being allowed on the market and being sold. So as an outlook to what I'm still going to do is, right now I've looked at various countries, but I want to try to get a more global perspective on the whole market and what's happening. I'm going to look more into the history of the market, so it has happened in the past years, and then from that, with the data I already have, trying to predict the future, because this is the ultimate goal of the revenue of the market study, to give the revenue potential for the next 10, 20 years, and also see how the government regulations will behave, because that is a very, very important factor in this. And then obviously the last step is to write all this up in a nice and concise way. And then I would just like to mention that as a side project, I'm actually physically working on the market entry in France with that company, because I also know French, and yeah, I'll hope to continue that project too.